Hello everyone. Today, we're going to discuss some rather surprising information regarding the new character arriving in version 4.6. As always, all of the information we'll be covering comes from credible sources. Okay, in the previous video, we took a comprehensive look at the possibility of getting another free 5-star character in version 4.6. If you haven't watched that video yet, I highly recommend checking it out first. Today, Hoyoverse has finally released the official drip marketing for the version 4.6 character. And just as predicted, that character is Pearl. From the drip marketing, we finally received official confirmation of her path and element. Pearl is officially an elation character with the ice element. This time, we're going to go over everything we currently know about Pearl, from her general role and kit mechanics to the characters who are likely to have the best synergy with her. However, before we get into that, there's one important piece of information regarding Beta 4.5 that we need to discuss first. As you may remember, we previously talked about several new skins that were rumored to be coming to Honkai starrail based on information from Sakura Haven. These included the Sparksy skin in version 4.4, followed by two new skins in version 4.5, the Evanescia skin and the Hyacinth skin. The Sparksy skin turned out to be correct. However, it now appears that the two skins planned for version 4.5 may have been delayed. This update comes from Seal Leaks. According to their post, in the previous Beta 4.5 v3, the placeholder for outfit avatars was removed. This could potentially indicate that the two skins have been delayed and may no longer be released in version 4.5. So, for all the Evanescia and Hyacinth mains out there, you may have to wait a little longer before getting these skins, possibly until version 4.6 or 4.7. Now, let's move on to the main topic that many of you have been waiting for, Pearl. The earliest information regarding Pearl's mechanics came from Sakura Haven. According to their post, Pearl is rumored to have 2 levels of enhanced basic attack, while her skill and ultimate supposedly deal no damage at all. When this information was initially shared, Sakura Haven clarified that the enhanced portion of Pearl's kit was considered fairly reliable, while the non-damaging portion had not yet been fully confirmed. The next important piece of information came from Seal Leaks. In their post, they stated that version 4.6 and version 4.7 would each introduce only one new 5-star character, with both characters following the path of elation. So, we can see quite clearly that Pearl will be the only new character in version 4.6, which means there will be no additional drip marketing for another 4.6 character tomorrow. In a separate post, Seal also confirmed that Pearl will be a sustained character for the elation path. This is a confirmation that many players have been waiting for, especially those who have been building full elation teams. Ever since the elation path was first introduced, one of the biggest weaknesses of a full elation team has been the lack of a dedicated sustain specifically designed around the path. All of the elation DPS and support characters released so far have had to rely on sustains from other paths. With Pearl's arrival, that missing piece will finally be filled. From a gameplay perspective, there are several interesting details regarding how Pearl may function in combat. Sakura Haven stated that Pearl may have an ability whose effect changes depending on whether the ability is used on another character or on herself. This mechanic reminds us of systems already seen on characters such as Bronya, Sparkle, and Saridra. For the easiest example, Bronya has a skill that provides a buff and action advance to an ally. However, when the skill is used on Bronya herself, the action advance effect does not activate. Pearl appears to have a similar mechanic, where one of the effects of her ability may not activate when she selects herself as the target. Seal Leaks provided another piece of information that further clarifies how Pearl is expected to function. According to Seal, Pearl's kit appears to be correlated with the overall number of attacks performed by members of the team. In other words, the higher the team's attack frequency, the more effective Pearl becomes in fulfilling her role. This mechanic has strong synergy with elation teams, because when an AHA instant is activated, all elation characters can launch attacks simultaneously, creating an extremely high attack frequency within a short period of time. Additionally, follow-up attack teams could potentially use Pearl as a compatible sustain, since FUA teams also generate a very high number of attacks through their repeatedly triggered follow-up attacks. However, they may not necessarily benefit from Pearl's buffs as much as an elation team would. Another interesting piece of information came from Full Stop Chan via HXG leaks. According to the post, Pearl requires another elation character in her team for her kit to function optimally. What's even more interesting is that Pearl is reportedly capable of providing different types of support depending on the path of the team member she selects as her buff target. Full Stop Chan also mentioned the possibility that Pearl may have some kind of path-switching mechanic during combat, allowing her to provide either shields or healing depending on the situation. If true, this would be a completely new mechanic that we have never seen before on a limited 5-star character. The most interesting implication of this path-switching mechanic is its potential synergy with Aventuran Wave Flare. According to the post, Aventuran Wave Flare and Pearl can be used together in the same team without interfering with each other's kit. However, Seal Leaks previously provided slightly different information based on more recent testing. According to Seal, in the latest testing phase, Pearl was only providing shields, without any healing capability. So, we'll still have to wait for Pearl's beta to get a much clearer picture of how her final mechanics actually work. And that's everything we currently know about Pearl so far. What do you think about Pearl's drip marketing today? Do you like her design? And are you excited about finally getting a dedicated elation sustain? Feel free to share your thoughts, analysis, and speculation in the comments below. And with that, we've reached the end of today's discussion. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video all the way to the end. Don't forget to share this video with your fellow Honkai Star Rail players so they don't miss out on the latest information regarding Pearl. As always, I'll continue covering every new development throughout the version 4.6 beta, including kit changes, gameplay details, and other leaks. So make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons so you don't miss the next update. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next discussion.